The core of NuVu's pedagogy is grounded in a unique creative process, where students take on open-ended challenges based on real-world issues, in self-contained units we call studios. As studio instructors, or coaches, your role is to guide your students through this process, helping them overcome obstacles, iterate on their ideas, and generate innovative solutions to complex problems. These videos are designed to help you navigate all the twists and turns within this exciting journey, from kickstarting the studio on day one to final presentation day, and everything in between. Every studio begins with a studio kickoff, where coaches introduce an overview of the studio, share exciting precedents to ignite students' curiosity, and outline expectations for the end project. This is your opportunity to get the students excited for the journey they are about to embark on. Following this introduction, coaches will typically get the studio started with a brief intro activity. This activity is a chance for students to rapidly explore a condensed version of the creative process in a low-stakes way. This is a good time to orient students to good documentation practices. Unlike the other studio phases, documentation is not a specific moment in the timeline, but is a daily ritual that will continue throughout the remainder of the studio. Documentation should showcase a variety of media, including scans of sketches, recordings from interviews, and high-quality photos and videos of prototypes. Following the intro activity, you'll enter the context inquiry phase of the design process. Here, students will engage with a selection of research activities to gain insights into a studio-related quandary that will lead to more thoughtful and ultimately successful final projects. Context inquiry sets the students up for an exciting brainstorming phase. NuVu's pedagogy contains specific instructions for fostering highly generative brainstorming sessions that lead to a plethora of potential project ideas. Following brainstorming, students will begin to iteratively build their final projects. Iteration is the process of prototype creation, gaining feedback on those prototypes, and harnessing that feedback to improve one's work. In the latter half of the studio, this process occurs cyclically until the studio concludes. We'll step you through how to provide feedback that aids students as they iteratively improve their projects, from the first rough prototypes all the way to the final product. At the culmination of every studio, students present their work to their peers and coaches. We consider this the storytelling phase of the studio. Students use this opportunity to present the story of their design process, from initial ideas and sketches to various prototypes and ultimately to their final project, in a way that brings the audience along with them. As the studio chapter concludes, we reflect on the immense growth each student has demonstrated and look ahead to the future. We invite our students to continue asking questions, pushing boundaries, and using their newfound knowledge to influence the world in positive, meaningful ways.